What is up? I am back with another action figure showcase slash weekend haul. I haven't done a haul video in quite some time. I want to say it's been a few months actually, but I don't know what happened. Luck was finally on my side as far as toy hunting. I've been hunting Targets, Walmarts, and Walgreens all for like the last 2 weeks straight, just straight up every single day, hitting up Walgreens and without a shadow of a doubt every day. Nothing. Okay. Finally, we get to Saturday, and I finally had some luck. So I got a whole bunch of stuff to show you, and I don't even know where to start, but actually I do. What I am going to start with is actually something that I picked up yesterday via Amazon, and I actually swapped the guns out because I hate these stupid purple guns. But there is Domino. I picked her up. She was on Amazon for 13 bucks. So I could not pass that up. Hopefully we're not having any focusing issues here. My camera is a little bit higher up today just because I have a few Build-A-Figures to show you. I have a Star Wars figure to show you guys that I picked up. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Some stuff I got from Walgreens, some stuff I got from Target, some stuff I got in the mail. Like I said, a couple Build-A-Figures, and even a old vintage Marvel Superheroes figure. So stay tuned, sit back, relax, and even I got 2 WWE figures that I picked up. So sit back, relax, grab a cold beverage, and join me. Here's Domino, jumping right into it. I picked her up, and I actually swapped out the guns from the first Hasbro release of Domino. And it is, I gotta say this, I was actually going to pass on her, but she does look a lot better than this version. Even though I do like the sculpting and I like the holsters, she doesn't come with any holsters, unfortunately. The sculpting on her, I think, looks really good. It's just, I think the face is just a little bit off. But I still think I mean, if you only have her and you don't plan on getting her, I still think that she's a solid figure. Some of the articulation is a little bit odd. Some of the anatomy is a little bit odd on her. Like, look at that ankle on her left-hand side. It looks a little weird. Yeah, I got rid of those cosplay guns, and I gave her the early Hasbro ones, which actually, let me get up close and show you what those look like. They look pretty good. I think they suit her very well. They have this nice gunmetal finish, and I just think it suits her so much better than this. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind these if these were just painted, if these were just black plastic, because, or even just like a gray. I wouldn't mind it because these look very 90s-esque, and I wouldn't mind giving them to like Deadpool because he used to have like kind of like those futuristic 90s over-the-top guns, you know. I do know in the new Deadpool wave that this pistol right here and this one right here is actually reused, and they did paint them black. So in the new Deadpool wave, I believe it comes with the boxer brief Deadpool or the, I want to say, X-Men Deadpool. It's one of the two. I can't remember. Anyway, I digress. She looks way better with these on, with these. So if you do have this figure and you do have her accessories, you can give them to the new one, and I think the new one does look a little bit better. She does reuse a few parts from Mockingbird, which are the knee pads. Pretty much the legs are reused from Mockingbird. She does have this movable belt right here. There's a lot of Mockingbird parts here, but the face sculpt looks a lot better than this face sculpt right here. I think, at least. But so there's a little bit of progression there with the figures. So there's Domino, and I'm just going to I'll just leave her in the back. How's that? We'll just set her back there. She can hang out. She's looking good. All right. So next up, I must have went 4 different Targets today. I went to 6 Walgreens. Okay. But only speaking about Targets, I went to 4 Targets today, and I finally found a WWE figure that I was looking for, and that was George the Animal Steele with his back hair and all. If you guys don't remember George the Animal Steele, he's pretty much a early, I would say, not golden age, but silver age of the WWF days. He was the guy that was in love with Miss Elizabeth, and he actually came with these roses that were reused from Eddie Guerrero, the Mamacita Eddie Guerrero, and he would give these to Miss Elizabeth, and he had a crush on her, and then he would eat the turnbuckles at the end of his Zorpox, what's up? He would eat the turnbuckles at the end or beginning of the matches, usually the end of the matches, but I remember when I was a kid thinking there was always popcorn in the turnbuckles, so I was like, I want to eat the turnbuckle too. Anthony Aguilar, what's up, man? How's everybody doing today? So, since this is live, I'm just going to keep kind of moving through everything, but I want to showcase each figure. I do want to do a review. I really do think that this is a beautifully done figure as far as WWE figures go. I really like the body hair here. He was a hairy gentleman, and even the green tongue. It looks so well done. He's got the stripe going down his leg, and I did pick this up locally from Target. I just, for some reason, I don't know why, but I was having such a hard time finding this figure for like the longest time. And he was a re-release in the Hall of Fame series. They came out with I believe Diesel and a couple other figures I can't remember, but this is his little teddy bear there. It is well sculpted and actually is articulated, which is pretty cool. The little arms move. I don't know. The head doesn't move, but the arms do move. So that's his little baby. Oop, he dropped his baby. Don't drop your baby. And even his little mine has a green tongue, which I think is hilarious, by the way. So there's George the Animal Steele. All right, I'm probably going to have to make room because there is a whole bunch of stuff. The other WWE figure, I actually went to the mall, and I'll tell you this, guys and gals, I have not gone to the mall in probably 2.5, maybe 3 years. But there is a GameStop there, and there's also this other store called Think Geek, which is owned by GameStop, and I'm not sure if that store is in any of your locations, but it is in my location, and they did have this guy, Mr. Elias Sampson, there, which I was pleasantly surprised that they had him because he isn't a brand new wave, and I didn't even know if this wave was released yet. I know it was released on ringsidecollectibles.com, but I didn't know it was hitting stores. So I was very fortunate to find him. He was really the only one I wanted in that whole wave. Everyone else was a big pass for me. Everyone else in the wave was there too, but I'm super happy to have him. The only issue that I have with him is that his right ankle is extremely loose, but I can fix that with some floor polish. His scarf looks pretty good. It's more on his, I want to say, earlier debut WWE look. And then he does have the breakaway guitar that we've seen come with Rock and Roll Rock. But he looks really great. I'm really loving his little wrist bandanas here. Very nice attention to detail. The face sculpt looks really good. It definitely looks like Elias. And he's one of my favorite wrestlers as far as modern wrestlers go right now. So there's Elias. And he actually even has cuffed jeans, which is actually a new sculpt. So that's also nice as well. And I'm assuming to you wrestling fans out there, can you do a shoulder entire arm swap tutorial one day? Yeah, sure, I could do arm swaps. They're actually pretty easy. If you just boil and pop right at the bicep swivel, it's pretty simple. I don't necessarily like doing torso cracks because I haven't mastered it. I actually don't really like drilling into figures and then using Sculpey and doing all that stuff. That's like way too much work. But I will say this: if you do want to do just like an arm swap, maybe swap out arms, give someone buffer arms, you can just do a boil and pop to the where the bicep swivel is, and that's simple. Leg swaps too. I actually did a video on leg swaps also. Keep commenting because I can't when I'm saying stuff and I can't see your comment. So I apologize if I can't see it, but keep commenting and I'll try and see as best as possible. Elias looks really great. Really happy with these 3 pickups right here. She came in yesterday, and I got these guys today when I was on my way to the mall. So ThinkGeek actually, and I was very tempted to get. Oh, sorry, Domino. I was very tempted to get it. They did have the brand new Wolverine Riders series with his motorcycle and his wife beater and his jeans. And I was very tempted. Blur, what's up, buddy? I was very tempted to get it, but ThinkGeek was offering it for $45, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. After tax and stuff, it would have been almost $50, and I just don't think that set is worth $50. So I'll wait. No big deal there. Also, another figure I got yesterday, and I will showcase. I picked up Cloak. He looks really great. I did pick this up loose via eBay, so I'm really happy about getting Cloak. You have a few WWE figures. They're not really fun to pose on a shelf, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I would agree that they are limited. Definitely WWE, these WWE figures, they haven't really changed much since 2010, since Mattel got the license. So I totally understand where you're coming from, and I do agree. There's certain things that they need upgrading, like they need double jointed elbows to be able to pose a little bit more. They need they definitely need, to me at least, butterfly joints so they can bear hug people or get people into a wrestling hold. The leg articulation is fine with me, except for the hip joints. They need to strengthen those ball pegs that attach to the legs. They do hinder a little bit, but you have a few John Cena, Stardust, Cody Rhodes, Jeff Hardy, just fun posing. Marvel Legends, agreed. Yeah. They're a little outdated. So, but hopefully one day we get some double jointed elbows and some updated wrist joints as well. I'd like to see some updated wrist joints. But moving on to Cloak here. Cloak looks really good. Really happy about this. I'm pretty sure most of us know the spiel with Cloak. I don't have Dagger yet, obviously. But you can pop his cloak off here, which actually is partially translucent, so light does go through it, which is really cool. And then you can pop his head off like so. It's pretty simple to do. And I have heard a lot of people asking questions as far as is the head removable from the cloak? And it is not, unfortunately. It is glued to the top of the cloak. So you'll have to do some sort of finagling there as far as trying to separate the head from the top hooded section. The body itself is pretty much just a black, almost, I want to say, partially translucent black, which is pretty cool. So if I take my light here, you can actually see through part of his body. Oh, actually, that's not working at all, and I should just put that back. But you can actually see in his hands right here, they are partially translucent, and that does continue throughout most of the body. I would say not so much the torso. That's pretty much just like a black, straight, solid plastic. But I would say his limbs do have some partial translucent effects to it. To get him just with his cloak, it's pretty simple. Just clasp that, and then just pop the head on top. And now you have Cloak with just his cloak and just standing there, and you can rotate the head like so and pose him any way you want. So if you want to have Dagger kind of stepping out of his cloak, you can do that. So it's nice that they finally gave us these, because Toy Biz never did. This is our first Cloak and Dagger set, which is really nice. So that is really cool. Let me just put his stuff back on here. So I'm really digging Cloak. Can't wait to get Dagger. I'm maybe going to wait a little bit to get her, just to see her drop in price. But really happy with this. Okay, moving on. I do have a Star Wars figure here. And it was one... well, I pre-ordered one, and then I told myself, Sculpted cloak is amazing. Yeah, definitely. Do I have the select cloak? No, I don't. So that's kind of why I really wanted to get him, is because I kind of passed on the Marvel Select one. But yeah, moving on to Star Wars here. I told myself I was going to pre-order one just to make sure that I got this guy, but I also found one in store and I couldn't pass it up because he's one of my favorite characters, period. One of my favorite, not my favorite, but here he is, and I think really the only thing he's missing is his jetpack. The select cloak is huge. Yeah, usually those run around 7 inches or larger, Marvel Select. So I would say with the larger characters like Juggernaut, Hulk, you know, certain characters that run rather large, I would love a Marvel Select Galactus if they ever did that. That would have to be... I would like it if it was a little bit larger, like an ultra deluxe figure of Galactus in Marvel Select style. I think that would be beautiful. But anyway, moving on. I did pick up Commander Wolf. He looks great, and there was my pre-order right there. So I got a second one in case anything happens to him. I just didn't want to risk not having him, and he's one of my favorite characters. So I did pick up 2. I am kind of a dickhead. Yes, I know. I picked up 2 of the same figure. I know how a lot of people hate that, but yeah, you can pop off the helmet. And like I said, I think the only thing that he's really missing here, let me get his hand down there. Crash Override, what's up, man? Haven't heard from you in a while. I think the only thing he's missing is his jetpack. I kind of wish he came with a jetpack. Now, I do actually have this jetpack that I could give him, which is actually a custom jetpack. But I would have to drill a hole, which wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world, just be a little hole and it'd be covered the whole time by the jetpack. But I don't know. I'll have to mull it over. But here's the face sculpt. Looks really good. I would say probably one of the best Clone Commander face sculpts that we've got. Just definitely because of that. Look at that beautiful battle damage. You gotta love that scar and just that white eye. Looks great. But all the detail on him, while it is just on a regular clone body, get his arm out of your face there. While he is just on a regular clone body, it is something to be said. Oh, you picked up the Epic Moments Elite Matt Hardy? Because he was crap. Yeah. I know what you mean. But while he's on the Clone Commander body, I think the detail on him, he's got his little pack logo on this side and on this side. Looks really cool. He's got his thermal detonator on his back. He's pretty much got the same belt as Captain Rex, excuse me. And a little bit different of a, I guess, skirt here. It's called a comma. I know what it's called, but I really like the detail on him. I think he's one of the better ones as far as the Clone Commanders go. And I just wanted to do like a quick little showcase of him. And I will be doing a full review of him, just him. I wanted him to have his own video because it was kind of a big deal for me to be getting him. And thank you Hasbro for finally giving us him. Very thankful that we got Commander Wolf. All right, moving on. I am moving through this quick, huh? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more things to show you, just to showcase here. I do plan on doing reviews of the majority of this stuff, so worry not. Okay, next we'll move on to the Build-A-Figure, because that's fun, right? All right, Build-A-Figure time. First one, I'm not going to lie, the first one I'm doing is one where I'm outsourced most of the pieces via, Facebook groups. I think I bought only 3 figures out of this wave. What was it? So anyway, we'll just put that there. It's Mr. Sassy himself, Sasquatch. I think I only picked up Domino, and she was $13 on Amazon. I picked up Cable and Deathlock, and I got Paladin, but that was actually a gift from my mother when she was in New York City, all the way back when this wave was like king shit to get. And I did pick up a Deadpool, so there was that. But anyway, moving on. Let's build this. Let's build this guy. Here's his torso. Looks pretty cool. I really like the detail. I'm going to do a little comparison with Man-Thing, just so you can see that. Let's pop that foot on. Oh, that went on real easy. I'm surprised. Wow, these thighs go on really easy. Usually you have to like, you know. Nice little click there for the arm. For that arm too. And then the head is actually pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Build-A-Figure have this type of head before, where he's got the ball hinge joint kind of protruding downward. That's kind of very unique as far as the, whoops, dropped his head. It's pretty unique as far as the head sculpts go. So that is pretty cool. All right, so let's build Sassafras here. And wow, he is larger than I thought he was going to be. I do have... Oh no, I sold the Toy Biz one. I sold him. But he is rather large, as you can see over here. We'll bring Cloak over here. Or actually, we'll just bring Domino over here. Bring Domino over here. As you can see, he towers over Domino. And then we'll grab Cloak. And he definitely towers over Cloak side to side. There we go. So he's rather large. Good. I think he's a really good size. So seeing that we've got Puck now, we've got, who else? We got him as a Build-A-Figure. I'm assuming we'll probably get maybe, oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll get the rest of Alpha Flight. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers. It's me crossing my fingers, but hopefully we get the rest of Alpha Flight down the road, maybe in a future Deadpool wave. I think the Deadpool Sauron wave would have been a really good chance for them to give us some more, at least one more character from Alpha Flight, you know? Because we got Puck, we got him. Come on, where's the rest of the team, man? You know? So anyway, here we go. Here he is. I'm trying to and boost this up a little bit because I know you guys are having a hard time seeing here. There we go. Grab this, and then we'll just boost the camera up a hair, or more than a hair, actually. It will be more than a hair. There we go. Just so I can go through articulation and all of that. I don't think I'm going to shoot a review for this guy, so that's why I'm going to go through everything and show you all the detail of him. But he looks really great. Really digging this. The sculpt detail on him. And actually, let me grab Man-Thing. I'll do one more comparison with him. Let's just put him like this. There we are. Sorry for the focusing issues there. Grab Man-Thing. Come here, Manny. Your new nickname, Manny Fresh, the rapper. Manny Fresh. Cash Money Millionaires. That's going old school right there. Cash Money Millionaires. Okay. We've got Man-Thing. And there we go. Back to back. They are different. I thought it was going to be the same, but they are different. Different tooling. Why is Man-Thing doing this? Come on. Come on, Man-Thing. Stop being such a thing, man. But as you can see, Sasquatch is larger. It is a different sculpt. You can see where the shoulders line up here. See how droopy this shoulder is? And how much up higher and better, I should say... what's wrong with me? Posture. There we go. Brain fart. He has much better posture than Man-Thing here. So it is much different as far as sculpts go. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's just a retool of that." It's not. It's different. So just to point that out. Here they are side by side. So it's nice to see that, you know, and I really actually liked this. This Build-A-Figure took me by surprise. I liked the sculpted detail going throughout. Could they have added a few little things, like a branch coming out of him? Sure, like the Toy Biz version, which I actually still own. But, you know, I still like this figure just as much as the Toy Biz one. And this one actually does have a little bit more musculature, a little bit more girth, and I actually enjoy that about it. But so there's Man-Thing compared to Sassafras over here. And as far as his articulation does go, his head can swivel here, almost do a 180 there, or 360, excuse me, 180. Head can look down. It can look up just a little bit past neutral, which is, there's neutral. The arms go up about that far. Down, full 360 rotation. It does have a bicep swivel. A single jointed elbow, which is a good, a little bit under 90 degrees. But still, I think a good range of motion for a much larger figure. It does have a wrist swivel and a hinge joint, which goes out like that. And then in, like so. So that's good range of motion there. It does have an ab crunch, which goes forward and back. And the sculpting does continue here, which is good. And let's check the back. Back sculpting also continues, really good. He also has a waist swivel. Really good T-jointed hips. These ankles do want to, or these thighs do want to pop out a little bit, but look at those splits. There's a hole in Man-Thing where the, oh man, I couldn't see that. I'll have to go back and check the comments. But that's a really good splits for a Build-A-Figure. Really good. Upper thigh swivel. A double jointed, nope, there it goes. A double jointed knee. There you go. Like I said, this is kind of a shallow peg hole. Seems to want to keep popping out easily. He can point the heel nicely. And he can point the toe about that far. And he does have an ankle pivot. So that's really nice. And then we got his little kind of sassy feet. They did paint the toes. I gotta say they did really good paint work with the toes, the fingernails, everything on him. Look at that. Really good job on Sasquatch. I actually like the face sculpt. I think it looks pretty cool. He's just kind of content, you know. Really nice sculpted detail going throughout all the fur here. I kind of like the transitions that they have here with the fur kind of dark here and then a little bit lighter here and then darker here. Looks good. And that's pretty consistent throughout. Even on the back. I'll turn him around here. Sassy face sculpt. Sassafras. Oh, he doesn't have jive turkeys though. No jive turkeys. I mean, you could jive turkey him, but then they'll pop the head off, so. Okay, so let's put Sassafras back here. All right, next Build-A-Figure I think you're really going to like. You're really, really, really going to like it, and I hope you do. But here we go. It's a lot. He is larger than I thought he was going to be. Holy Toledo. All right, here we go. That's right. I got the Cull Obsidian Build-A-Figure, a.k.a. Black Dwarf. I'm really confused, and maybe you guys can help me out in the comments here. Is this based on the movie? Because I've seen people say that it's kind of based on the movie, but it kind of isn't. So let's build them first, and let's take a closer look, and figure this thing out. We got a leg here. I'm assuming, whoop, pop that leg on. Pop that leg on. Get his arm on here. There we go. And then we'll get his little armor on here. Yes, it's the movie version. See, I've heard, like, what was it? I think Pixel Dan said that it's not based on the movie. And I'm like, I don't know about that. So then I started looking at the movie photos, and it actually, there is a little bit of difference between what he's wearing here, and maybe he was wearing this later on in the film, but he also had a cut off hand later on in the film. So I think it's similar to a degree, but different also. So it's kind of confusing. I'm not really sure what this look is supposed to be. Let's see if we can get his hand in his little. Yeah, I'll just put it in this hand. Okay. There we go. All right. So I did end up just splurging for the Cull Obsidian bath instead of getting the whole wave. I didn't really, I'm going to be honest with you guys, besides Black Knight, I didn't really care for the rest of the wave. I didn't really, I mean, I don't need another Thor. I don't need another Black Widow. The majority of that wave I just didn't really care for, to be honest with you. If any of you out there are stoked about the whole wave, by all means, go out, get it, enjoy them all. I understand there's difference of opinion. I get all that. But for me, I just really wanted to build a figure in Black Knight. So I'll just wait for Black Knight to drop in price and then grab them loose. But here is Black Dwarf, a.k.a. Cull Obsidian. But he looks really good. Really like the sculpting. He is massive. He is much larger than I thought he was going to be. Just for a comparison here, let me get Sassafras over here. Get over there, Sassafras. And he dwarfs Sasquatch. So he is huge. And just to kind of prove my point here, there we go. Look at that. That is big. And I actually do have a Hulk to compare him to. So we can do that. And then another big figure. That's good enough. I'll just get Hulk. Hulk's good enough, right? Alright, let's get sassy. Let's get sassy. Let's get sassy. Here is the Hulk from that god-awful 3-pack from Target. And he definitely dwarfs the Hulk. Which is, are you going to stand, dipshit? Stop being a dipshit. Okay, there we go. He's leaning too forward. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. But there you go. There is Hulk compared to Black Dwarf. That's what I'm just going to call him. The hell with it. There we go. With that, nice comparison. Heel Hulk. Yeah, pretty much. So there you go with that. I do have the face-off Hulk, and I wanted to use that for my comparison with Thing. But now I don't know where the hell I put him. Where did you go, Hulk? My poor face-off Hulk. Where did you go? I'll have to find him some other time. They didn't get Proxima Midnight's face 100% right, so I could see they might have done this 100%. Yeah, I could see that. Makes sense. Yeah, Proxima. Yeah, for Cull. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bud. But yeah, man, I think whether it's accurate or not, I don't have a problem with it. I actually don't have a problem with it if it's even, you know, a mixture of the movie and the comics together, because to me, I am more of a comic action figure collector. It doesn't mean I don't own movie-based figures. I do. I have a whole bunch of movie figures. Like I have Proxima Midnight. I have a whole bunch of Caps, all blah blah blah, all that other stuff. It's not, and they actually have way better sculpts, and they're much better figures as far as the sculpt goes, the paint applications, overall presentation for the figure as well. I think the movie figures do have a step up on the comic-based figures, which obviously in the waves get a lower budget for each wave. And you can just, it's blatantly obvious, you can tell that. But looking at Black Dwarf here, he looks great. Look at all this sculpting going on. And this is all unique to him. You know what I mean? That's the coolest thing about him. Him and Sasquatch and Man-Thing, like they all these Build-A-Figures, even though they're not maybe as large as most people want them to be, I still think that they're pretty damn well done. I'd say really the only thing on him that's a little bit kind of lackluster is maybe his little tunic slash skirt piece here. Only right here. I mean, you could use a little bit of paint shading in here, but it's not, like I said, it's not a big deal at all. I like the variations between paint on his shin armor here. How this is kind of like a regular, just gray, and then you've got kind of like a darker gray right here. I think that's really cool. Nice little variations like that go a long way. And as you can see here, the gauntlets, or I guess say wrist guards, wrist armor, is different from this side. He doesn't have any on this side, so he's kind of looks more very like much like a gladiator, to be honest with you. The toes could have used a little bit of painting, not a big deal. Can you show the Luke Cage from the 2-pack? The 2-pack? Trying to think. I only have the only Luke Cages I have are from the Toy Biz version. Oh, I don't have the Netflix one yet. I don't have that one. I plan on getting it though. But the only Luke Cages I have are the Toy Biz one, his first appearance look. I have his Thunderbolts version, and I have the box set, Defenders box set. Oh, that's okay, bud. No problem if you got mixed up. That's okay. I do plan on getting it though, so stay tuned for that. I definitely plan on picking that up. But yeah, this guy looks awesome. I would definitely highly recommend him. I paid around $80 for him, which I thought was great with free shipping. $80 for a brand new Build-A-Figure that just came out. Anything $80 or less is, I think, a steal for a brand new Build-A-Figure. So I'm pretty happy with that. $80, complete, done, and that's all I wanted out of that. I'll try to get my lighting on them so you guys can see all of them. All right, moving on. I didn't want to spend too much time on that. I will move on to a retro figure. Oh, retro figures. And then we'll move on to an OG retro figure. Oh, hi-yo. Okay, so, and then we got a whole bunch of Walgreens stuff. I'm saving the best for last. I promised. I promised you will to save the best for last. I picked up the Marvel Legends Retro Series Wolverine. I do actually have the Juggernaut Wolverine, but I wanted to pick this guy up because he did come with the different heads, and I plan on using this head, this unmasked head, for the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, because there's a very specific picture that I want to recreate using this, and I kind of need that unmasked head, as well as with the unmasked portion for his neck. But anyway, and I plan on using that with the Tiger Stripe. Sorry, my big fat hand was in the way. But I also want to use this head for my Tiger Stripe Wolverine, because I'm not a real big fan of the way that Tiger Stripe Wolverine head came out. It's not necessarily the worst thing, and I know you can fix the ears. It's just, I don't know, the mouth and the face, something thrown off. So I picked up him. There's that. Let me get the glare off out of your face there. There we go. That helped. There we go. That's better. All right, next. And maybe I should save this for a separate video. I will make a whole video of this, because I do want to touch on some of these older Toy Biz figures, because they're so much fun. Here is a classic thing, and yes, look how yellow the card is. You prefer that Wolverine over the new one? Yeah. Yeah, so do I think. I've always preferred the brown and tan over the Tiger Stripe. It's just a personal preference thing with me. But nothing wrong with the Tiger Stripe one. I think it looks good too. But here is the old school Toy Biz Marvel Superheroes thing. And I do have the rest of the team. I was just waiting on this guy to show up. For some reason, he was going for weird prices on eBay, like $24 and up. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on. So I got one with a little bit more of a yellowed card. But I think it looks good. I'm actually going to, I plan on popping him off out of this plastic and displaying the whole team. So I got the whole team, the whole vintage team. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, I remember having this guy. I might actually still have him at my mother's house. My mother would. I think I still have that stuff. I don't think she threw any of that out. But next, I want to pick up is, and I might still have him, is that Silver Surfer right there, the shiny one that came out in '92. While there was the original version that came out in 1990, it was not nearly as shiny as that. It was kind of like a dull gray. And I think I explained that in the Silver Surfer review I did yesterday. But look at this lineup. Does that not bring you back? All the electronic talking versions of them. Wow, I think the only one I didn't have out of this specific line right here was Annihilus. That was the only one I didn't end up getting, but pretty awesome. I loved this Venom, that version of Venom. There was the talking one, which everyone had, and he was also a regular release. But this Venom, ooh, I loved that Venom. It was like one of my favorite figures for some reason when I was a kid. But there you go. There's a little walk down memory alley. Or memory lane, not alley. You dingus. All right. So I promised I'd save the best for last, and I did not lie. I did not lie. I'm just trying to think if I'm forgetting anything before I get to that. So, okay. So I've been searching Walgreens, like I said in the beginning of the video, for like 2 weeks straight. Just checking every day, looking for thing, looking for Silver Surfer, looking for the X-Men. Can't find shit for like 2 weeks, right? Going down any dark memory alley. I know, right? So I've been looking and looking and looking, and I can't find anything. It's just like depressing every time I'd go in there. It's like old Thor wave, old Spider-Man wave, old. There's a friggin' an entire wave of the Hulkbuster set. I'm like, why are you making me want to go home and slip my wrist with this? Why every time I walk into my Walgreens, there's no exclusives. Oh, and there was the Medusa exclusive. That's about it. But today, I was like going to take a break from going, and I was like, you know what? I've been going every day for 2 weeks, just checking after work, before work, whatever, asking people, you know, do they have them on order? Do they know anything? Can't find shit. So today I was like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a day off. The hell with it. But then I started shopping around today, as you can see, and I was like, you know what? Let's stay motivated. I went to the gym, got out of the gym, went home, took a nice shower. I was like, you know what? I'm not ready to sit down yet for the day. I'm not. So I went to Walgreens. It was actually the one that was closer to me. And I'm not trying to be braggadocious here. I'm just really excited that I found these. We got Sabertoothy. And I'm going to take them out. Don't worry. Oh, I'm taking them out. I got Stormy. Stormy Daniels. Sounds like a, I don't know. Sounds like a stripper name. Storm. And we got Psylocke. And I got another multiple man because, I mean, you need at least 3 multiple men. Let's just be honest here, right? So, got another multiple man. These were the only 4 there, unfortunately. For some strange reason, love you got Stormy Dan. Oh yeah, you like that reference there? But Donald Trump would be very pleased with this video, apparently. I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter. I didn't even vote. But anyway, I would stay out of the politics stuff. Anyway, but Stormy Daniels, yes. You know, every president seems to have one of those women, you know? That's what it seems like. Well, except for Obama. Good for him. But anyway, for some reason, there was no Wolverine, and I know he's 2 per case. No Wolverine, no Magneto, and no I almost said Galactus. No Gladiator. So I'm like, oh. I was like, at least I got the ones that I really wanted here. Except for Wolverine, I didn't get him, but yeah, right? I know Obama, right? But I'm really happy. I mean, she was top priority for me. I really need a Psylocke. We still haven't got the Storm that I want, but this actually is the Storm I grew up on, so I'm still really happy. I think she looks gorgeous. And in case you guys didn't know, Storm's been my honey boo boo for quite a long time. She's been my comic crush for a very long time. And then she came along. She was like, "Oh, what's up, ODC? I'm a new character in the 90s. What's going on? My name's Psylocke." And I fell in love with Thunder Thighs. So I was like, "Oh, Storm, but Storm, you're number 1 and you're number 2. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay. It's okay. No one could beat Black Cat." Ooh, yeah, she is a sexy looking beast, huh? I know, right? Whew. Woo! Getting all hot and bothered over here. Anyway, talking about action figures, I'm getting all hot and bothered. Anyway, let's start taking these guys and gals out of their package. I already showed off no one can beat Thunder Thighs Thor. Thunder Thighs Thor? Are you talking about Miss Foster over there? I hope you're talking about Miss Foster. Anyway, Thunder Thighs Thor. All right, so we'll take who you guys want to see first. Let me know in the comments. Is it Psylocke? Is it Sabretooth? Is it Storm? I'm not gonna do multiple man because I already did that. So what would be the point of that? First comment wins. Come on, Psylocke, Sabretooth. I'm talking Chris Hemsworth, brother. All right, who's it gonna be? Stormy? All right, Storm gets the first one. All right. Here comes Storm. Here comes my boo. Here comes my boo. My boo. Ooh, these are pretty. Don't tell anybody. My heart has always belonged to. Oh shit! I didn't see that. Dang it! All right, so she comes with the torso. This torso's a little loose, a little loosey goosey. I don't know if I like that. Ew. Ew. Anyway, Storm is looking very punk rock, and God knows I love punk rock. I'm all about the punk rock. Does your leg twist, woman? Do you have boot swivel? Do you not have boot swivel? What the f... Don't even tell me that I got a Goonie Storm. What is the f... is going on here? Is this glued? This is the... What the f... Uh-oh. We got issues. Guys, let me know in the comments. Does she have boot swivel or not? Because I don't want to snap a leg off. Because look at this leg. What the f... What is going on here? What is it? What in the hell? It's not just the ankle pivot either. It's like the boot is cockeyed. She does blame it. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm twisted. All right, I'm going to wait until I got some hot water. Because it looks like there's like a ton of adhesive here. I don't know what is the... What's going on here? What is going on? What is going on with her legs? I better check the rest of these figures. This looks a little suspect to me. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Look at this shit on her boot. What the f is that? Is that super glue? Oh, Storm. Why you do this, Storm? And see how I like can't, like her boot is like stuck. Like why would why? Ugh. I want to twist it. I do, but I don't want it to snap. I'm gonna dick around here. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. I think it's just. I don't think it's super glue. Cause like look right here. You see that right there? The f is that? It's like shit all over her boot. I'm being very careful here, don't worry. What is the f... Storm, what did you do to yourself? Did you break your leg? And then don't break. Please don't snap. Oh god. All right, I'm not gonna dick rid of this right now. I'll have to figure this out. But she does stand, so that's a thing. Let me move down here. Get a little up close and personal. All right, so her leg is doing some weird wonky thing. I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to fix that later and figure out if she actually has a boot swivel. I think Zorpak said she does. Gummy joints, gummy bears, fighting here and there and everywhere. We are the gummy joints. Anyway, okay. For that silliness. Here we go. She's got her effects, and she's got her stretchy out hands. She's like, ODC, will you marry me, ODC? I'm Storm. I must be very epic. ODC, will you marry me? Anyway, okay. Enough of that shit. Enough of that silliness. That silliness. There we go. She is, oh, man. Looking good, bro. Looking good. She does come with the torso piece of Apocalyptia. Apocalypse. Looks pretty cool. When I get the rest of the wave, I will build this dinger right here. And then I will review him. But for now, you're in timeout. But here's Storm. She looks really cool. Probably what I will do is, I'm going to showcase her now, but I'm going to do a full review, and don't worry, I'll probably have this leg fixed, this odd leg situation fixed by then. And I will shoot everyone in the review and have a very long review for you guys with the whole wave. So there we go. That's what she comes with. That's all she comes with. And you give me your number and I'll call you sometime. You right there. Okay. Enough of that. Storm, take me away to the... Oh no, he's gonna knock him over. Stop it. Stupid. Stupid, stupid. Okay, there we go. You guys see everybody? There we go. Okay, perfect. On to the next one. Okay, who... All right, between Psylocke and Sabretooth, who do you want next? And I'll bring in multiple men while you're voting. Oh, God. Shit's knocking over. Here's multiple man while you're voting. First one to say it gets the vote. Sabretooth. Okay, that's the next one. On to the next one. Sabretooth. Sabretooth, tooth, tooth. Toothy, tooth. Tooth, tooth, tooth. Toothy, tooth. There is Jamie. Jamie's chilling like Matt Dillon on penicillin, bro. Sick. Sick. Even Oreo's over here. He's panting. He can't wait to see Psylocke. But you're going to have to wait after Sabretooth, okay? Okay, Oracle? Alright, next. Auto spell, bro. Alright. That was really... I'm sorry if that was really loud. Sorry. Be quiet. Okay. Ooh, he's actually pretty cool. Oh, well, okay. I'll put him in front of the camera, and then I gotta go get his immediate comparisons here. 'Cause I gotta do that, at least. Oh, my eardrums were... I'm so sorry. I hope this is better for you. I hope your ears don't bleed anymore. Okay, anyway. There is Sabretooth. He looks pretty dope. Pretty good. I kind of wish that he was on that new Omega Red body. I still feel like this is just a little bit small. Just a little bit small. He's on the Hyperion body mold, which is that awkward chest sticking out body mold and the head cocked all the way back. I still think he looks really good, though. I don't have the Toy Biz version of this 90s look, which yes, I know. Slap me in the head. Call me silly. But what I do have Oh God. Oh God, we're gonna knock everybody over. Oh, I did knock everyone over. Even Oreo's impressed. Okay. Here is the more modern, I'm a good guy, I think I'm a good guy, maybe I'm a bad guy, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, Sabretooth. There you go. I'm confused. I think I want to be good now, but maybe in 5 minutes I want to be a bad guy. I don't know. Socially awkward Sabretooth. Oh, God. You didn't see that. That didn't happen. Okay? You're hurting Storm's hurt leg already. There we go. Okay. Sabretooth. And yes, this is a factory error, by the way. Look at that. Whee! Good job, Hasbro. Thank you, Hasbro. But this is a much better looking Sabretooth than that one. This is like, bleh. And yes, you can swap the heads. And I think you can swap the hands, but why would you want to do something silly like that? Because you can. But this is still my go-to Sabretooth, I think. And a lot of people were like, oh, he's got a mullet. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? The Marvel Select Sabretooth looks pretty awesome. Really digging it. He does not have a mullet, by the way. I don't know why people are saying he's got, oh, you got a mullet. Yeah, that's not a mullet. That's called 90s hair, right? It's not. Mullets are from the 70s. Get with it. Hello. Hello. All right, but really digging the Select Sabretooth. I feel like this is the, maybe he's a little bit on the tall side. He's about a little bit shorter than Sassy Frass over there and Black Dwarf. But I really do like, yeah, the Select is lovely. I really do like, I think it would have been nicer if he was on that new Omega Red body, which would have made him just a little bit taller. And the head on this guy does actually sit a little bit on the high side, but the his mane here actually kind of hides that, so he's kind of a little bit taller. Like he's taller than this guy due to his head. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. He's got a wide stance here. There we go. Come on, stand, stupid. Stand, damn it. There we go. I want to say maybe he's like a hair taller than the modern good guy, bad guy, don't know guy version of Sabretooth. So there you go. If you don't feel like getting this version, he is a little bit limited as far as range of motion goes and what you can do as far as posing. But I mean, just look at, oh my God, look at him. So much better. Look at this. Oh my God, it's just so nice looking. Looks so good. Love it. But, you know, if you want the more typical 90s, I feel like this is a little bit more 80s, maybe. I don't know. But this version's nice too. And if you don't want to spend the money for the Select, you can get this guy for the good old 1999, boy. That's a good year. Let's party like it's 99. Okay. But he looks really good. You can remove this mane right in the back. Just a little peg hole. So there's that. There's that, Billy. Oh, Billy. What are you doing to me, Billy? George. But, you know, for Marvel Legend, he could have been better if he was on the Omega Red body, the new one. But then again, he'd be known as the Sabretooth body, not the Omega Red body. Ho! Hi-yo! Little food for thought there. I like the little spikes that they added on here. That is nicely sculpted on the body. Looks pretty good. The paint applications on him are pretty solid. I'm not seeing any real bad screw-ups except for, well, I spoke too damn soon. Look at this. Spoke too soon. But that's, you know, not a big deal. not the biggest deal in the world. Everything else looks pretty good as far as the lines go, except for that little smudge on his back. The face sculpt here, let me get in, bend his little legs here. Look at he is pissed. He's like, who ate all of my Milano cookies? Was it you, Wolverine? Hey, bub, I don't eat Milano cookies. I eat tobacco. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, anyway, so there it is. Don't eat his Milano cookies, then you won't be on his bad side, right? Just don't do it. That's all there is to it, okay? Jamie, keep it to yourself. Storm, you don't have to worry about Storm. She doesn't put that nasty shit in her body. She doesn't eat cookies. She works out, man. She does. Okay, anyway. Moving on to Psylocke, as I'm living in my own little world here. And we hit the 60-minute mark, because I'm the 60-minute reviewer. I'm the 60-minute man reviewer. Reviewer man. Man, Milano and Milk, he's cat anyway. Yeah, pretty much. Storm hasn't had a calorie since the 50s. Yeah, pretty much. She's looking good. She's a vegan. She doesn't eat meat. She doesn't eat meat. She doesn't. Do you guys think Storm's a meat eater, or is she, non-meat eater-esque? I think she eats some meat, And no, not that kind of meat. I know what you're thinking. But anyway, meat eater or not meat eater, in the comments, I gotta know. I gotta know here. Come on. All right, Psylocke, Hottie, Boombody number 2. What's your favorite female X-Men? And let me know if Storm's a meat eater or not. What do you think? Meat eater? Non-meat eater? She definitely heats up meat first. Know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just so wrong. It's right. I saw Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Wow. That's jacked up. Alright, anyway, moving on. Okay. Here is... Ooh, she is hot to trot. Hot to trot. She is trotting. And she's hot. She's hot on you tonight. I'm thinking of... I watched Friday the 13th all yesterday. How many of you watched Friday the 13th? As I'm trying to finagle her shit on so you guys can see this. Good lord. Come on, Friday the 13thers. I had my NECA display all set up. I was watching Friday the 13th all day. It was great. And then my hot water tank exploded, which was, whoo! If you're a homeowner, you know that's a lot of fun. That's what you want to do on a Friday night. I hope my hot water tank explodes today so I get to go Home Depot and spend $500 on a new one. Yay! Storm and Rogue. Oh, yeah. Rogue is like the ultimate dick tease, though. You can't even touch that broad. You just gotta say, honey, just stand there and look good. And, oh, man, do you look good. Psylocke, Rogue, and Dazzler. Ooh, I'm liking the Dazzler. Dazzler is a hottie, too. There you go. There is the anti-Thunder Thighs. She doesn't necessarily have my Thunder Thighs I was hoping for, but at least she's not on the damn teen body. Because I will show you a teen body. Where's my teen bodies? I need a teen body, girl. I need a teen body, girl. Where are you? But she should have been on this mold, which I will bring in. Now here's the teeny weeny body. At least she's not on this one. She's not on the teeny weeny body. Here is the teeny weeny body. It's like homely girl body. Did Hasbro retire the sexy female buck? It still pops up. They use like pieces of it. I don't know if they use the whole body though. Not seeing it anymore. Here she is. Oh, they used it on Rogue, so it wasn't that long ago. They haven't. Here she is. My body's so bootylicious for you, babe. Okay, there you go. But as we're drooling over action figures, but yeah, she's looking okay. I wish she was on this body, but at least she's not on this body. Sorry, I'm body shaming right now. I know I'm action figure body shaming. Are you gonna fuck with me? Okay, you're done. All right. Oh, now she's messing with me. Come on, get it together. So there's Black Cat. That's the body we all were hoping for. Maybe not so busty, because Psylocke's really not that busty. I think they got the bust about right. It's just the thighs need to be vavoom, and you could just take a nap. Yeah, oh, they did with Polaris? Really? Where are you at, Polaris? Bring your foolishness over here. Polaris, where you go? I just saw you the other day. I'm gonna slap you. Slap the shit out you, girl. There you are. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. All right. Here's Polaris. Ugh. Get this. Ugh. Take a nap. Take 10. Take 10 million. You're dead. All right. Here's Polaris. Urgh. There we go. Is that the same one? I think it is. Oh, dip. A&D was right. It's the same body as Polaris. Damn. Oh, wait, are the thighs thicker on her? Got to look at how thick the thighs are here. Come on now. Let's show the legs, boys. Who wants to give me a ride home tonight? Whoo. I don't know. I think her legs are a little thicker. I'm just seeing things here. Get this stupid cape off. I think Psylocke's legs are a little thicker than Polaris's. Did we get a little thicker thigh here? Yeah, they're definitely different thighs. The leg joint is different too. So I don't know if this is the same body. Because even the lines here are different. Let's see what the leg splits look like. Well, she's got pretty good splits. She can at least kick. Ugh. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. That's maxed out. Yeah, it's definitely not the same body, which is good. Because the boobies looked almost the same, but she's got bigger boobies. She's got a little smaller boobies, but maybe this is new. I don't know. I'm confizzled. I'm all confizzled. Polaris, you can go take a hike because everyone wanted the 90s version of you. No one wanted this version. Let's all be honest with ourselves here. We all wanted the 90s version. Not that she doesn't actually have a good face sculpt. She does look very pretty face sculpt. But you gotta go, I don't know where to put you in my display. Can't put you with my X Factor because it just doesn't work. Now that we have 90s Jamie. But anyway, there's Black Cat looking good AF. Good AF. Woo! Okay, anyway, all seriousness, because I've been dicking around, joking around, and everything around, but besides show you the figure. Here she is. She's got her nice effect right here. That's pretty dope. This is the black-haired version. It is not the purple-haired version, which I was not fortunate enough to get, but I will not nitpick because this is like the first time I've seen this wave in my area. She does have her little knife right here, her little psychic knife. Looks really good. Nice translucent pink. And then here's her psychic effect right there on her face. And they do just kind of have these little pinchers right here for that. And it just kind of slides over her face. and it just sits. Catwoman is hotter than Black Cat. Hasbro's kit bashing like customizers. Here's her katana here, and this is pretty cool because you can actually take this effect off if you want, so pretty dope. I'm probably going to have it without the effect on, but it is nice that they included it, though, so that's pretty dope. Pretty sick. And I'm probably going to have her like this. And let's do comparison time. It's time to compare some old shit to some new shit. And that's what we're going to do. Where you at, girl? There you are. Get your ugly foolishness over here. She's actually not that ugly as far as Toy Biz goes. It's just, she just didn't have the body that you wanted. And unfortunately, we still didn't get the body that we wanted. But at least it's better than that. Ooh. But she does have purple hair, though. I will say that. Got the purple-haired monster right here. And the black-haired monster. And she was depicted in both, with both hair, but I kind of prefer the purple. Or at least like a purple streak going in there. Something like that. That would be pretty cool. But here's a comparison with both faces. If my camera will not be a huge douche canoe. She was loyal for years, you're right. Yeah, she was. She was like, I'm not going anywhere for like almost 2 decades. What's up? I'm going to be your boo. Come on, focus, damn it. There we go, that's a little better. I mean, the face sculpt is definitely one of the better female Toy Biz face sculpts. It's definitely not fugly like Rogue was. Holy cow, that Toy Biz Rogue was woof, woof, woof. Call it in, George! This one needs an ambulance. Anyway, but as you can see, I mean, it's just a little dated. It's still a nice figure. It's not as bad as like the Toy Biz Electra or anything like that. So, she looks great. I like her. She's still sassing it up, like Sassy over there, like Sasquatch over there. She looks good. I like the accessories. She does come with the arm, the left arm of Apocalypse. So we have, where is it? We have, wait, whoa. Jamie came with the left and right leg, or the left and right leg? No. Just the right leg. And, what was it? Storm came with the torso. Sabretooth came with the left leg. And, so that's pretty much it right now. I gotta get Wolverine. I have to get a few others. Like, I might just skip Gladiator and just get the dang head off of eBay. I'll probably, as much as I don't like that Magneto, or some people say Magneto, Toy Biz Rogue was a crime. Yes, I know, it was a very big crime. But, yeah, as much as I don't really care for that Magneto, I am quite the Magneto fan boy. Ugh, one of my favorite villains. And she's still pretty good looking. I mean, I really do like this face sculpt. I do like it. Come on. It looks good. I think it looks good. I think it looks pretty dang good. I like the accessories. Like I said, the effects are really a nice touch. Some people were beating up the effects. They're like, I don't like it. It looks stupid. They should have just put something else. Like, what else do you need? What are you crying about? Anyway, so I think that's it. That's pretty much it. I've gone on long enough. It's been well over an hour. I'm starting to lose my voice. I need to go eat dinner. All that stuff is happening all at once right now for me. I'm a mess. So there is the haul. The weekend haul. Pretty good haul. I'm really happy about it. Let's get some light over there so you can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm jiggling the camera all over the place. There we go. That's much better. Plan on reviews for Elias Sampson. I might do a review on Sasquatch, actually, now that I think about it. I'm probably not going to do Retro Wolverine because we've already seen that. What else? The whole X-Men wave I will do a review on when I get them all together, and I can review the Bath in that review as well. I think it just works easier that way. I'm not splitting up videos. It's unnecessary to do that. Just do it all in one video. But sorry for the shaky cam here. I'm trying to get my other elbow settled there. But there's the haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. That helps me out a lot. If you want to give me a thumbs down, that's cool too. But let me know how I can improve my content. That always helps. Constructive criticism is still good criticism, and as long as it's not Iggy. No Iggy comments. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun. I gotta go eat some dinner. And one more look at Thunder Thighs. Yeah. Thunder Thighs taking us out to the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And this is a really bad song, so I will say goodbye. You have a good weekend too, Anthony. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.